Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to the React Kingdom with Delissa. My name is Delissa, and tonight we will be doing a reaction to the brand new SML Universe video, and this one will be times SML got kicked out while filming. Let's see and find out what this will be about. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to track to next. 3, 2, 1, let's see and find out what this will be about, and let go. Oh, sorry about that. Now, let's go.
Throughout SML, there have been some times where Logan and the crew have been kicked out
Well, that's true.
while filming, and today we're going over all of them. Starting off with Logan, Poobie, Lavelle, and Lance being kicked out of a zoo during the filming of SML movie Jeffy Goes to the Zoo.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I did see a video on that.
The behind the scenes posted on Chili's channel. Around the 7-minute mark, we would see Logan and the crew film a scene where Jeffy feeds the giraffe, and the giraffe ends up slightly biting Jeffy. So this resulted in Jeffy starting to yell. Right here, eat the food! However, this wasn't a good thing, as in the clip, the giraffe was visibly scared by the yelling, and it turns out that yelling or being loud isn't allowed in the zoo, as an employee would come up to them and tell them to stop yelling, and would even tell the crew that if they yelled or broke any rules again, they would have to put the pup puppets away.
You saw that, right?
Yeah. If you're gonna have the puppets, I'm gonna have to ask you to be respectful with the animals with them.
Yeah.
Don't scream around them. They're a herd species, so that they're gonna be freaking out and running, and they can break their necks very easily. So we want them to have a pleasant experience at the feeding station, not an unpleasant one.
Thank you.
If I see it again, I'm gonna have to ask you to put the puppets away. All right? Thank you.
However, later in the behind-the-scenes video, Chili would reveal that when she was trying to find Logan after what first happened, she couldn't find him anymore. And it would actually turn out that Logan and the crew got kicked out while filming chickens at the zoo, even though they weren't yelling according to Chili.
I couldn't find him anywhere. Then I get this call, and he says, yeah, we got kicked out. He's never gotten kicked out before for filming at a place, but he was just filming chickens. He didn't even yell at them. The lady said yelling. Hopefully I got it on video. And he got kicked out for it, so there's not going to be a zoo video.
Now, this was Logan's first ever time getting kicked out, but most fans would find it unfair, as other people were doing the same things that Logan and the crew were doing. Wait, how come Logan gets in trouble for, yelling, and there's a ton of kids yelling? No
That's true.
joke, listen to the background during the whole video. But this wouldn't be the only time that Logan got kicked out of a public place, as during the filming of SML movie The Bet, Logan would get kicked out of Walmart. Now, this would occur in the scene where Goodman is at Walmart shopping, and during the first attempt of filming the scene, a Walmart employee would go up to Logan and tell him that he can't be making messes on their floor, and would kick them out right away.
Just scan the QR code at the register, and you're done. Enroll today to the Walmart app. You're listening to Walmart Radio.
So you don't make a mess on my floor, and you got to leave now. Okay? What is it? You guys think it's supposed to be funny or something? Out. Go.
Now, that employee was definitely pissed off.
Yeah. Also, Walmart does have not so good customer service either, and that's no good. Target has way more better customer service.
But Logan would end up going to a second Walmart and was able to successfully get the scene done without getting kicked out. However, when it comes to SML movie Jeffy the Rapper, on the other hand, Logan was not able to get a scene due to being kicked out. In the behind the scenes, we would see a segment where Logan and Lance were at a parking structure filming a scene for Jeffy's Why music video. Now, right away, most of you may be wondering where the scene is in the video. Well, you can't find it because Logan actually wasn't able to finish the scene, as during the filming of it, a security guard would come up to Logan and Lance and basically ask what they were doing and how long they were going to be at the parking structure for, as someone submitted a report that a supposed car meetup was happening.
Okay, so he's cool with it. He just thought someone sent him because they said that there's a sports car meetup.
You know, the way it was described to me was like there's carbon coffee up here. Oh, okay. But all right.
However, this security guard would be cool with them filming, so they would try and continue, but shortly after, another security guard would show up, and this one would end up telling Logan and Lance to leave, and Logan would end up not even using the scene, as he didn't want to finish it due to the guard watching the entire time.
Oh, there's two of them.
They're both nice. I'm the second one there.
There's another one that came, and I think that one's telling us to get out. Oh, man.
So thankfully, the guards were nice to Logan and Lance in this incident. However, the same cannot be said for the time that SML got swatted and had to stop filming. On December 16th, 2019, Logan was right in the middle of filming SML movie Rich Mario, when he would suddenly get a call from the Escambia County Sheriff Office. They told him to step outside with his hands up, which was definitely not a good sign. However, the strange part was that the cops weren't even at his house at the time of the call.
It's when you call the cops and say that this person, this celebrity, is doing something really bad, there's a crime happening at their house, and the police send a SWAT team to that house, and their guns are drawn, and it scares the shit out of everyone, and it's really dangerous because people can end up getting shot.
Later on during filming, Logan would tell Lance to head out so he wouldn't get dragged into whatever was happening. As Lance was leaving,
Yeah, Rich is kind of fucked up, honestly. But yeah. I mean, even cops should honestly not be that aggressive towards people or SWAT teams. But yeah, they don't give a fuck.
SWAT team suddenly pulled up and ran straight into them, asking where Logan was. That's when Logan would decide to step out himself and get cuffed on the spot.
Oh no! My name's Lance 38. I'm his brother. I'm his brother.
Where's he at?
He's inside.
Your brother there.
Spot.
Oh no! My name's Lance 38. I'm his brother. I'm his brother.
Where's he at?
He's inside.
Your brother there.
No, they're here. They are.
Hands up.
Sure.
Now, this whole unfortunate ordeal would only occur due to someone supposedly calling the cops on Logan because he was apparently shooting out the neighbor's windows, which the cops should have clearly noticed was a lie as soon as they pulled up to Logan's house.
Yeah. You get stupid cops and you get nice cops. I mean, it depends. No cap. All cops should be nice, but whatever.
But their eyes must have not been working that day.
But I don't know what.
But yeah, I get it, but yeah, still.
You guys decided to do that, but we've had the pizza problem, and it's all happened now. Yeah. So yeah. But if you want to send fan mail, send it to my address, but don't send food there because that's a UPS store. They're not gonna pay
Okay.
for it, so don't do that. So this whole video is just that don't do any of these things.
Now, Logan would later say that the way the cops treated him made him feel like he was about to get beaten. And not long after that, Chili would come outside too. And once the police looked around and realized that nothing sketchy was going on, they almost seemed disappointed. Logan said that they were probably expecting something serious, since the area had a lot of crime at the time. But it all ended up being a false alarm. Now, this whole incident would unfortunately interrupt the filming of Rich Mario, and Logan had to reschedule the rest of filming with the whole crew, which ended up being really bad in the long run, as this situation wasted Logan and the crew's time, and most likely put them behind schedule. Now, this swatting incident was definitely stupid, but the situations get even stupider when it comes to a time when Logan, JJ, and his friends got kicked out of a movie theater for a dumb reason. It all started when JJ and his friends were at the movies hoping to watch Annabelle. However, JJ and his friends were all 16 years old at the time, so the employees did not sell them tickets for that movie.
JJ called us and said they won't let us see the movie Annabelle because there's no one that's 18 with us. Right. So, because JJ and his friends are 16.
Now, upon calling Logan, JJ would tell him that him and his friends got kicked out twice. The first time being
That is honestly a stupid reason. No care.
because they would buy tickets for Wonder Woman, and then try to sneak into Annabelle by showing the tickets to the person at the door. However,
Okay. Okay.
this wouldn't work, so after this, they would end up time being because they would buy tickets for Wonder Woman, and then try to sneak into Annabelle by showing the tickets to the person at the door. However, this wouldn't work, so after this, they would end up asking a random guy who's an adult to buy the tickets for them. However, this wouldn't end up working either.
We gave money to some strange guy and asked him to buy the tickets for us, and he bought the Annabelle tickets. And then when we went in there, they kicked us out again.
All of this resulted in Logan and Chili pulling up, and their plan was for Logan to buy the tickets and sit with them in the theater for 10 minutes and then leave. But things would start to get weird real quick, as once Logan went up to the counter to try and buy the tickets, the lady would go get the manager instead of selling them to Logan right away, even after verifying that he was an adult. And once the manager came, Bro would start to crash out. According to Logan, the manager started covering the screen and telling the employee not to sell them tickets.
And the manager comes up and goes, nope, nope, don't sell tickets to them. Do not sell tickets to them. And then he put his hand all over the screen of the computer and don't sell them.
So after this insane fail, Logan, JJ, and his friends would start leaving.
That's a very stupid reason, honestly.
But out of nowhere, the manager would trespass them off the property, which is just insane to say the least. But at the
It really is.
same time, can be considered reasonable for all the tricks JJ and his friends were pulling. However, an even more reasonable occurrence of Logan being kicked out is when Logan had to move away from the apartment due to all the ruckus he would cause. Now, back in 2015 to 2016, Logan resided in the infamous apartment we all know of. However, during this era, Logan would make a lot of crazy messes and loud noise. From smashing coffee tables to cutting couches in half with chainsaws. All of this obviously caused a lot of complaints from the neighbors. And even Logan has stated that the neighbors hate him.
Over the course of time, the neighbors hate us. We make so much noise. I promise you, they probably hate me. I bet you they write death notes, and they have a voodoo doll down there where they stab it every night.
This would cause Logan to make the inevitable decision to officially move to a bigger home, along with the fact that Logan also needed more space as the apartment was really small. And Logan would also
Yeah, that's true.
mock the fact that the neighbors hate him by making Goodman show up due to noise complaints in SML movie The Koopalings Part 2.
Okay, wonderful. I received a call from all of your neighbors, and they were wondering, as well as myself, what the was all that noise?
What do you mean?
Did I f***ing hear a chainsaw?
Now, before moving out, Logan caused one last headache for the neighbors by absolutely destroying the apartment. But at the end of the day, this is Logan's job, so he had to make the best out of it. 9 years later, and this is still the most insane SML video of all time. To think that they destroyed all of that furniture in the apartment before they moved out.
Yeah. But it was most likely amazing, though.
Is crazy. But overall, all these instances of Logan getting kicked out were crazy and even dumb at times, to say the least. But if you want to binge more SML content, start by clicking the video on screen. I'm sure you'll love it.
I'm sure you will love all my reactions and videos too, no care. So, anyway, if you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want us to react to next. This is the Reacts Kingdom, and my name is Delissa. See you in the next video. We are out.